Why women suck at building. Look at some of the YouTube videos of people building houses. They are all men. Like 98% of the videos. You might get one or two poor grunt looking Filipino chicks out there that could build a decent house. But for the most part, they are all men across the board. Try this right here. Go out to a construction site or drive by one and take a look at how many chicks are out there. Guarantee you, you're gonna see zero chicks out there. I mean, if you happen to be in the right place at the right time, you might see an older butch les, but the chances are, you're gonna see zip out there. So apparently, women make up like 9% of the total construction industry. You know what 99% of these chicks are doing in the field? They're safety control specialists, or they're project managers, or they're quality integration specialists, whatever the freak that is. Jobs that didn't exist back in the 80s, you know, when this nation wasn't overflowing with civil rights lawyers. So, why aren't women natural born house builders? Why don't they have that shelter building instinct like men? Here's the answer. They never had to build anything during the course of human evolution. They basically just sat back, let the man construct all the building, and then paid him back in sets. If you type into YouTube, women building a house, you either get one of two things. You'll get these hot clickbait chicks, you know, posing in front of a house that a dude built, or you get these Filipino chicks. These chicks can actually build right here. I mean, look at these. But where are all the hot white chicks, you know, building houses? Or all the sheet don't stink Americanized chicks? Not a single video by them, because I looked all over the place and I couldn't find one. These white Americanized chicks don't know how to build crap. Their type never had ancestors who passed down the shelter building gene. Women never developed that natural instinct to want to build any type of structure. Men did it for millions and millions of years because men were basically pouch hungry and just a bunch of horn dogs. Let's take a look at some live examples right here. Check this out. I mean, look at these guys go. They are so pouch hungry and hard up for a lay that they build these huge elaborate mansions all with the stuff they find out in nature. They don't even have to think about it or train to do this. They just think of peace leave the whole time and boom, look at that, using 2 sticks. They build these intricate elaborate structures and look at these guys go. This is just amazing. Could you imagine some hot blonde bimbo with her teats hanging out like this trying to build a house? It would be so embarrassing. She wouldn't know how to build jack. Here's how women build a house. They pay a group of men to do it, or they pay them back with a promise of sets when it's completed because, you know, they're married to the guy or they're the guy's boyfriend or sugar daddy or something like that. So, yeah, that's how women build a house, summed up in a nutshell for millions of years. When a woman wants to quote-unquote prove to society that she can build, she applies via one of these government-funded National Women in Construction Bureaus, all packed with lawyers at the beck and call. And anytime they want to gracefully exit the industry, they simply claim that they were harassed by the males and it was a toxic workplace, so they don't look like complete quitters. Then they could sue their former construction company and have a little money at the end of the day. What if the government all of a sudden made a new law that 50% of all construction workers must be female? Oh my gosh, our houses would totally suck. Things would be so unlevel, roofs would be caving in, everything would look like a shack, they couldn't get a nail in straight. That's why the chicks who are in the construction industry right now, they gotta be doing all the paperwork, or they immediately go to supervisor because they have their engineering degree and they don't know how to actually build something. Women basically suck at building because they don't have these primal instincts like men do. They gave it up to skilled male carpenters throughout generations, and they never learned how to be natural builders like men. They never had that gene in them. They never had to do it because all they had to do was marry a dude that knew how to build, or give up sets to a dude who knew how to build, or whore themselves out to a dude who knew how to build. When a man builds a house, he gets a great sense of accomplishment. He marvels at his complete work, and it's actually a huge dopamine rush for him. All men back in the day had to learn the shelter building skill because no one else is gonna build it for you. You either develop a building skill or you perish, and that was the bottom line. When you're a man, there's no giving up orgasms to somebody who can build a house for you. You either get it done or your gene line is done.